Okay, we are back now, ready to print our image on the journal. This is the image that we created in Canva, and the journals, they come just like this, a nice little book, and they come with this little spinal piece here. I don't use it. For some, it may give you a little support for the spine when you press, but really, you don't need to use this at all. I've done 10 books, and I never ever had an issue of messing up any books. That's how easy they press. So I pretty much just throw that away. Then the book itself, it comes with the insert. And we're going to get to this in a second. Well, pretty much we can do that now. The insert, here's your lined pages. It has a brown cover front and back. These are your 2 adhesive covers. And I'm extra, because if you notice on the inside of the journal, you see these rounded corners here. But the pages are square on the end. I got this little cutter that I got from Amazon. It cuts corners. And you have the left side says large, medium, and small. I use a large size, and I slide this in the corner of my book. Put my edge of my book in here instead of taking a pair of scissors, because I hate cutting anything. And I clip it. See how it rounds that corner off very nicely? You see how that does? It just rounds it off, and you see how nice it'll look once you put your page, your book together. But all I do is slide that in there and just round it off on each side. Once in a while, it may act silly and don't really get it if I don't make sure that it's slid up in there correctly. So now my edges are nice and rounded. Put this aside. Here is your book. Here is your journal. What you're going to do is lay it down on your image like this. And you see the extra edge that's sticking out here along the edges. This is what you want so that you get a nice even border all the way around. And I just line it up in the center of my image to see this is where I want it. No part of her is getting cut off, but I just lift it up every so often and I just look at it. But this is the reason why I do 12.5 875 to give me always all my images come out perfect with this extra border. So now, find my piece of tape. You don't have to go crazy in taping this. I only put tape on the spine edge and on the edge of the book. One thing I need for someone to recommend me a nice tape dispenser. I've ordered heat tape dispensers before, but I always get the wrong size that won't hold my tape dispenser, and I'm getting it from Amazon and I'm just not getting the right one. So what you're gonna do, I just cut a couple pieces, and you're gonna put a piece right here at the top of this spine. You're gonna put a piece down here, because all this is just a hold enough to hold it in place. I'm so bad when I don't have a tape dispenser. You're gonna put a piece right here. You're gonna put a piece over here, and you're gonna put one more. So in all, you're gonna have 4 pieces of tape. Oh, now I can't peel off the next piece. So aggravating. And then where to find it when I mess it up, where it starts. And I can't find, this holds me up when that's not the one I was using, was it? Here's the one that I was using. Okay, one last piece of tape. Now, all you're going to do is the temperature heat press is set at 400, and you're going to press it for 60 seconds. So it's down on the thing. It's down and snug enough. If you feel like you want more, that's up to you. My book shifted just a little bit. If you want more tape, but really 4 pieces is enough. I see my book. Good thing I looked down at it. Somehow I moved it on me. And we don't want that because these books are like, they're $7. The person I get them from, they're $7.50. I've seen in other places that those things are $10 and up. I have no intentions of paying that type of cost and then trying to sell that to a customer. So now it's all down. All I do, some people I've seen take and they cut around this first, then they lay it down. That's not necessary. I try to alleviate as much cutting as possible. So I'll take it like this and I'll flip it over on the heat press. It's not going to move. It's not going to go nowhere. And we're going to press this for 60 seconds. And I give it a nice firm, my camera is moving on me. I give it a nice firm press when I press it down. And I forgot to mention that when we were uploading the image into Silhouette, be sure in your print settings that you choose your paper, which is going to be regular paper. Make sure your quality is set on high. And then over in more options, make sure that you mirror your image. I have the Epson 7710, which I have also the setting is on high speed. I unchecked that. I want the ink to hit the paper not too fast. Okay. This is all done. And each and every time you all going to see a beautiful cover done. Take this off. And you're going to see some beautiful color. I peel it while it's hot. I'm going to tell y'all, this just comes out so pretty. I just pull it off and see how pretty that is. How glossy that is. I mean, I just can never go wrong with these. But that's what you get. That is so pretty. This is what we designed. See your spine, how your spine looks? I was telling you about that. Your spine looks very, very nice when you design away from it. And it's not too hot, but it cools down pretty quickly. And so sometimes I stand it up and let it cool. So I can go ahead and do the bucks. But like I said, this is the best thing for me that I've ran across as far as sublimating on journals. I had tried the 5 and below. They're okay, but they're not sublimation products. It's just that it'll take sublimation, but I didn't like how it would leave marks. And I didn't want to fool with a workaround not to leave marks. I hate that. Just give me something that I can it'll work one time and that's it. I hate workarounds. So they're okay. And just like I like Tracy's tutorial where she had all the journals that I messed up from 5 and below, you can take the inserts out and use glitter cardstock paper for the covers so you don't throw it away. And I thought that was such a great idea because I did not think of that. I just looked at my journals and I had to dig some of them out of the trash can. But anyway, now this has cooled off pretty good. So now we're going to insert your book inside of your journal. And what you do is Find my little tool that I need to take off this adhesive. This is adhesive right here. Let me show in the camera. And it's not hard to get off. Sometimes I can take my finger and go like that and pull it back. Sometimes I use my little sharp tool to get in there and just to pick at it. Just like you weeding vinyl from your Cricut. Lift a corner up, peel that off. Okay, that's all it is. Just peel that off. Then, one thing you want to be sure of all things is that this little tag, the bookmarker, and I should have peeled the other way, but hey, make sure that this is at the top of your journal. When you take this off, this needs to be at the top of your journal, hanging out this way. So, when you put it on, this is my sticky side right here. You want to line it up the best way as best as possible in the center of your spine. Just line it up. Look at your edges. Your string is going to be out here to the top. This is the sticky side over this side that I'm working with. Normally I'm on this side, but I just peeled it backwards. And all you're going to do is fold this side up. Just like that. And mash it down. Okay? That's one side. All you're going to do, I normally have a tissue because I don't like putting a whole lot of prints on it, and I just wipe it, just adding pressure to fold it down. Flip your journal over. Take off the other sticky side. I lift that up with my little tool. If you got fingernails, you can do that too. Peel that off. Do the same thing. All you're going to do is hold your book up and fold it over. That's it. I smooth that down, and that's some really strong adhesive, I'm going to tell y'all. It ain't going to come apart, but it's strong. So you see how that looks now? You have your journal all nice and pretty. These are so nice. And like I said, I'm doing coffee cups to match. I do keychains to match as a set. But there she goes. So like I say, it's not hard. These are the best books that I've ran across. I'm going to have a link down in the bottom of the tutorial as to where I get my books from. I know there are on Etsy, but they're expensive. Like I say, some of them are like some of them go as far as $10, $11 a piece. This particular person that I'm getting her from, hers is $7.50. And she is out right now, but she should be stocked hopefully by next week. It takes 2 weeks for her to restock hers. And she's very, very quick in sending you the journals. I could order on Monday. I can get my journals on Friday. And the name, see where is it? The name of her company is called that may be backwards, I don't know. But it's called Four Daughters Z. Her name is Michelle Fullen. And she has her phone number, her email address. But as I say, I'll have the link to her journals at the bottom of my tutorial. So hopefully you learned something. Leave me with some questions if you have any about what I did. Like I said, I don't do a lot of tutorials. I do have one online about how to do tapered tumblers, and also how to design a tapered tumbler in silhouette. So this will be my third video when it comes to these journals. But that's it. Subscribe, like, and let me know what you think. I will talk to you all later. Thanks for watching me.